1, 2. You have 2 of them. Every single person that is watching this video, you have 2 of them. It doesn't matter your race, ethnicity, your gender, your stature, your financial status, your level of education, your complexion, your beliefs, even your lunch preference. You have 2 of them. What am I referring to? As long as you're breathing, you have 2 gifts: time and energy. You have at least 2 gifts: time and energy. If I'm thinking about time, let's pause. Remember, I'm a teacher, not a speaker. When we're thinking about time, it's a measurable period during which an action, process, or a condition exists. As long as we're breathing right now, no matter what we're facing, we have time. Time to accomplish our goals, time to correct our wrong, time to improve, time to be the best version of ourselves. So we have time and we also have energy. We have the ability to do work. That's what energy means in science. The definition is the ability to do work. And in order for work to occur, an object has to move in that direction of the force being applied to it. So as we strive to reach our goals, if we are doing things that are taking us in the direction of our goals, even if we don't hit our goals, scientifically, we're doing work. So that also means that we are making progress. Back to our 2 gifts, time and energy. My question is, how do you use your time and where do you apply your energy? We're going to have a quick story time. Like I said, I'm a teacher, not a speaker, but I have a story for us. Now, I want us to think about a wise man, and he lives in this small village. So people in the village, whenever they have problems, whenever they need advice, they go to this wise man. But what has happened over time is that wise man realized that he's getting a lot of the same problems. So day after day, he's hearing that same problem. So one day, because he's a wise man, he tells a joke and everyone just starts laughing. They think it's hilarious, slapping their knees. They got tears coming out of their eyes. They start snorting, just an ugly laugh. So they're all laughing, and he waits a couple minutes and he tells the same joke again. A few people still laugh. He tells the same joke again, and a few more people still laugh, and he tells it about 4 or 5 times, and it reaches a point where nobody is laughing because he's saying the same joke over and over. And then that's when he stops and he smiles and says this: you can't laugh at the same joke over and over, so why are you always crying about the same problem? Once again, you can't laugh at the same joke over and over, so why are you always crying about the same problem? You have to do something. You have to change your current situation. So let's absorb this. I need to absorb this. Worrying will not solve your problems. We do not need to be a worry warrior, because worrying will not solve our problems. But what does it do? It robs us of those 2 gifts. We are wasting our time and we're wasting our energy. So when it comes to worrying is Thulium. You're like, what is Thulium? If I were to look at a periodic table and just go across it, and I stop when I see an element that has an atomic number of 69, there's over 100 elements, but specifically the element that has an atomic number of 69, meaning it has 69 protons, 69 neutrons, and 69 electrons, that one element, Thulium, is the equivalent of worrying. Why am I sharing that? Is because even though there's over 100 elements, every element has a few practical uses. But Thulium is almost the butt of the joke in the science world, because it's the one element that scientists and researchers cannot identify a practical use for it. So technically, scientifically, it's worthless. So when we worry about a situation, yes, we can have concern, we could question things, but when we just worry about our situations or our shortcomings, that's the equivalent of Thulium. Thulium has no practical use, so it's worthless. So worrying is also worthless. Worrying is Thulium. Now remember, I'm a teacher, not a speaker. I want you to have an amazing day.